Hi, welcome to Property Law 101. I'm Sara Bronin, and I created the series to help you understand the basics of property law. We ask for questions in the series, and today we are talking about the fourth, sharing interests in property, or holding interest in property. Today we're focused on sharing them. There are three basic types of shared estates: tenancies in common, joint tenancies, and tenancies by the entirety. In other videos, we cover tenancies in common and joint tenancies. And so today we are discussing the tenancy by the entirety. This legal form exists in about half of the states. Tenancy by the entirety is like a joint tenancy, but it adds a fifth unity, that of marriage. It is only for married people. There are two distinctions with joint tenancies. So first, in a joint tenancy, a joint tenant can transfer a parcel without the consent of the other joint tenants or tenant. In a tenancy by the entirety, however, transfer can only occur if both spouses agree. So then, of course, there is the fifth unity where marriage itself is the fifth unity. Therefore, divorce will break up a tenancy by the entirety, where it would not break up a simple joint tenancy, certainly not a co-tenancy. A married couple might choose the tenancy by the entirety for the survivorship clause. The right of survivorship would allow them to avoid the costly and cumbersome process of probate. Upon the death of one spouse, the property would simply pass to another. There might also be tax benefits to sharing property. So how do you create a tenancy by the entirety? To create one, you need clear language, even clearer, I would say, than for joint tenancies. So consider a grant of O conveying property to A and B as spouses with a right of survivorship. So I'll repeat that: to A and B as spouses with a right of survivorship. Even though you see the word spouses and the word right of the phrase right of survivorship, a court will presume in this case a joint tenancy rather than a tenancy by the entirety. The reason is that while A and B are given property as spouses, the grant doesn't say they are barred from transferring property to others absent spousal approval. Note that a spouse can exit from a tenancy by the entirety via a divorce or via a mutual agreement, where the parties transfer the property to a straw man and then get the property back. The video on marital and community property may also be useful in putting tenancies by the entirety in context, but I will leave this short video right here. I'd love to hear from you, whether on Twitter or through my website, where you can sign up to my mailing list, and I will see you next time.